Stop scrolling for a second, because this might sound crazy, but what if I told you there are people out there literally smirking to themselves all day? Not because something funny happened, but because life has become that easy for them. Not easy because everything outside is perfect, but easy because they've figured something out that most people completely miss. This is one of those stories. There was someone who couldn't stop smiling, actually smirking, at how effortlessly things started working in their favor. And it all began with something simple, curiosity. For the longest time, they were just quietly observing, going through posts, learning from others, occasionally asking questions in beginner threads. In fact, they even joined the platform specifically for this community. And after months of absorbing, questioning, and understanding, something finally clicked completely. They felt it, that shift, the moment where everything just made sense. And then came the result. They manifested an acceptance into one of the best colleges in their country. Not by stressing, not by overworking techniques, but by stepping into a completely different mindset. And here's the wild part, they're not even stopping there. After their finals, they're planning to apply to the top-ranking college, and in their mind, it's already done. There's no doubt, no hesitation, just a quiet, unshakable knowing that that's where I'm going. What changed everything for them were two simple ideas. You are in Barbados and brazen impudence. At first, these phrases might sound random, even confusing. But once they truly understood what they meant, everything became effortless. Life stopped feeling like something to chase and started feeling like something already owned. You are in Barbados means you don't hope, wish, or try to get there. You think, feel, and live as if you're already there. And brazen impudence means you hold on to that reality with such bold certainty that nothing, no circumstance, no person, no evidence, can shake you. And that's exactly what they did. They started noticing something unusual. Throughout the day, they would randomly smirk, not because of anything happening around them, but because of what they knew within. A quiet confidence that whatever they decided was already theirs. Manifesting stopped feeling like effort and started feeling natural. Small things started showing up effortlessly, although, to them, nothing even felt big anymore. Because when you understand your own power, everything just feels normal. But here, where the story gets even more powerful, the outside world didn't immediately reflect their belief. Their parents would sit in front of them, talking about how difficult it is to get into that college. People around them were getting rejected, even laughing about it, accepting it as reality. The environment was filled with doubt, limitation, and proof of failure. And yet, none of it mattered. Because internally, they had already decided. While everyone else was talking about how hard it was, they were sitting there thinking, "They don't know I've already been accepted. I just haven't told them yet." That was their mindset. Calm, certain, unbothered. They didn't argue. They didn't try to convince anyone. They didn't react. They just knew. And that's the part that changes everything. It wasn't about doing more techniques. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about getting their mind into the right state, and once they did, reality had no choice but to follow. They realized something that most people overcomplicate. Techniques don't actually matter. Affirmations, visualization, scripting, they're just tools. The only thing that truly matters is your state of being, who you believe you are, what you assume to be true. And once that clicked, life became easy. Effortless. Almost funny. Which is why they found themselves smirking multiple times a day, because they could see how simple it really was all along. They felt deep gratitude for everything, for the community, for the posts, for the people who unknowingly helped them reach this understanding. And more than anything, they felt grateful that they discovered this so early in life. Because once you get this, you don't just change one outcome, you change everything. And now they're moving forward. Bigger goals, greater desires, no limits. So what can you take from this? First, understand this clearly. Techniques don't create results, your mindset does. You can repeat affirmations all day, but if deep down you don't believe it's yours, nothing will change. The shift happens when you decide it's already done. Second, stop reacting to your current reality. The outside world is always reflecting past assumptions. If you keep looking at it for validation, you'll stay stuck. Decide first and let reality catch up. Third, embody certainty. Not hope, not maybe, not I'll try, certainty. The kind where even if there's zero evidence, you still know it's yours. That's what brazen impudence is, bold, unwavering belief. Fourth, live in the end. Think from the version of you who already has it. Feel from that place. Move like it's already yours. That's the meaning behind you are in Barbados. You're not getting there, you're already there. And finally, once it truly clicks, everything becomes effortless. You won't feel like you're forcing anything. You'll feel calm, confident, and maybe even catch yourself smiling for no reason at all. So if you're watching this right now, take it as your sign. Decide what you want. Claim it internally. And don't let anything outside of you change that decision. Because the version of you, who already has everything you desire, already exists. And it's time you became them. If this made something click for you, don't just watch and move on, apply it. And if you want more stories like this that show you exactly how powerful you really are, make sure you subscribe and stay connected. This is just the beginning.